Lately, I've been having a lot of road rage.
Oh,
I don't want drunk people getting behind the wheel. You have money to go to a bar and pay for drinks, order a freaking
Uber.
taxi.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It's a click of a button. Leave your car. Don't take a car. Go with a sober friend.
Cyprus should be way more straight on that. It's ridiculous. I mean, we all have experiences with drunk driving.
I did have this period where I was like, so what is my home? I'm a foreigner everywhere.
I always felt the same thing, like, where is my home? Where do I belong?
Yeah, and I'm very proud to be Serbian, but I just don't like this of like, I need to pinpoint where you originate from attitude.
Tulum, it is like this, paradise, like hipster tourist.
I mean, it's very, any destination is so different when you go for holidays.
Yes, like it is that, but there's also another side of Tulum. The moment we stepped in Florence, it was already like a no for us.
Really?
Like right away.
You guys are just can't stick to one place.
No, we can. We just hadn't found the right place.
Are you gonna learn Spanish?
I am learning Spanish.
Ooh.
Of course I am. Duolingo is my lifesaver. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So how are you gonna start it this time?
Just by starting it like we're doing now.
No, you have to say like hello, 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 something.
Welcome to another episode of Ice Latte Girls.
I don't know. We need to figure out like a proper introduction.
Yeah.
Maybe they have some advice for us.
Yeah, let us know.
Or should it always be the same one?
Should
Should it always
mix
be
it up?
different? We're such beginners, man. We're such newbies.
I think like,
Even though we're quite a few episodes in now.
yeah.
We should be better at this.
Yes. I think we should say our names maybe.
Olivia
Olivia Constantinides and Maria.
Gojkovicc.
Yeah. Okay.
I said it in such a Cypriot accent.
Oh, I
Gojkovicc.
felt like it was very Serbian. I was like, damn, you even changed your like tone of
Yeah.
voice. Gojkovicc.
You know that my tone of voice changes in different languages.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends, when I speak on the phone in Serbian, they're like, why are you fighting? I'm like, I'm not. I'm actually having a really nice conversation right now.
It is true. I have witnessed that myself.
Greek
with you.
sounds the same to strangers though.
Girl,
to
I have
foreigners.
3 different personalities. I'm not the same. I think we
Yeah.
even talked about this already, but
We have touched on the languages we speak and all of that, but
like, who is the Serbian Maria?
no, I don't think I have different personalities. I think to a person who doesn't know me and sees me interact, they will see a very different vibe because I
Who is
think
that vibe?
every language has a certain energy. Like Serbian Maria, let's say, is more proud and loud and stubborn. English is just the softest of all, I think.
That's cute. and the Greek Maria?
Greek is also aggressive. Greek is also like...
I think that's true because I see you also swear in Greek. You also are the passionate.
I
style.
swear in Serbian and in Greek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think in Serbian you only speak
my
with your
God.
family, right? 'Cause-
Lately, I've been having a lot of road rage.
oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Lately, I have been so annoyed by Cypriot traffic and Cypriot car accidents. People need to learn how to drive. Honestly, people should get a driving test regularly. They should get checked up.
I agree.
And do they even know the rules of the road?
I
Like,
don't think
what
most
is
people
this?
do.
Who goes first? Do you know these rules?
Honestly, I don't. Like,
No.
no, wait. If it's like...
Δεξιά προτεραιότητα.
No, we have some crossroads, which is like no traffic lights. It's like in the gidonies, in neighborhoods. And
Yeah.
it's like all the cars just stop there and like, who's going to go? Who's going to go?
Yeah.
'Cause
It's so common in
It
Cyprus.
is, everyone has their right side in that sense.
On my way here, I got so annoyed. I actually had a mini argument on the highway. Basically, I was driving in the fast lane and I was going 110, 115.
Yeah.
Okay? And there was cars to my left side. There was cars in front of me. And this guy kept sticking onto my car so I can move. I had nowhere to move. And he kept flashing his lights. I was like, dude, can you fucking chill out? I can't move. When I can move, I will move. So you can speed away. I don't care. You can drive recklessly as you want. Give me some freaking space and time. And you know how dangerous it is when you don't keep distances on the highway? That's why they have car pileups all the time. He's like sticking up my butt, my car butt. And I'm like, yeah? I start throwing water.
No.
I was like, yeah? You're going to stick to my butt and flash my eyes? Okay.
Like, ooh.
Water. I see him going like,
That is...
I was like, yeah. He pulled back a little bit. I was
What
like,
a-
there you go. Learn your lesson.
temperament.
And then I found an opportunity to change lanes. I changed lanes. What does the idiot do? switch, go in front of me and start spraying me water. I was like, oh my God, you're so freaking immature.
I mean,
so am I, but like,
immature.
I did it because he was like glued onto me. It's so dangerous. Like, even if I slightly brake, you're going to crash into me.
Yeah.
You need to leave space. I mean, rules of driving say you need to have 2 car spaces in between each car.
People drive however they want here.
And you know, here, if you keep that space on the highway, another car will like overtake you and get in the middle. So then your space is instantly like shrunk and you don't have the proper spaces. So if anything happens, you don't have room to brake because you're going 100. So dangerous. Another thing in Cyprus is, because I keep driving to Nicosia for this and for shoots and stuff. It is illegal for one truck to overtake another truck.
Okay.
Oh my God, I go crazy. First of all, I'm scared to drive behind trucks and big vehicles. They just, I don't know, they freak me out. It's just scary, okay? Yeah. There's one truck, he overtakes. They're both in both lanes. They're going slower than they should be going. And they're like overtaking the one the other. And they're overtaking, and they cause a jam on the freaking highway. It's like illegal.
Whoa.
Trucks are not allowed to overtake.
I didn't know that.
And these truck drivers, they're so freaking bored and don't know how to freaking drive, and they just start overtaking each other and they cause a jam. And it's so dangerous because sometimes they literally cut in and they overtake. And if you crash into a truck, it's like so dangerous, and it's not going to be your fault, but you're going to get injured. Yeah. So basically, it's not about whose fault it is. Just avoid accidents.
I know. Don't get me started on the traffic accidents and the whole driving in Cyprus.
Although those traffic light cameras, honestly, in my personal opinion, they're just going to make us all lose our licenses over silly things. And in my opinion, I haven't noticed them like cause less accidents. I think in Cyprus, the majority of the accidents are because of drunk driving. And I'm not a heavy drinker, so maybe I'm not the right person to judge, but I'm a citizen and I don't want drunk people getting behind the wheel. You have money to go to a bar and pay for drinks. Order a freaking taxi.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It's a click of a button. Leave your car. Don't take a car. Go with a sober friend. The level of drunk driving in Cyprus is insane, and it's so irresponsible. And at the end of the day, I think our police should be doing way more alcohol testing in front of every club and every bar and every road. And I think people should be getting into proper trouble, because I know of people that got stopped by the police, had a positive alcohol test. They let them sit and eat and sober up, and then they let them go. That is not okay.
Yeah, the rules are completely different here.
If someone is going 120 instead of 100, let it slide. It's not the end of the world. If someone's going 65 instead of 60, let it slide. If someone is drunk driving, you do not let it slide.
Yes, Cyprus should be way more straight on that. It's ridiculous. I mean, we all have experiences with drunk driving or tipsy driving.
I've never.
And it's really, really bad. Like, especially in Cyprus, because the distances are so small, we can take, as you said, taxis. It is so easy. We don't need to sit behind the wheel while we are influenced by alcohol. You know, yesterday I went to a restaurant and I already knew beforehand I was not going to drink anything.
Okay.
But the owner of the restaurant came with the shots of alcohol, like limoncello.
I hate it when people pressure me to drink shots or something. It's like, no.
Yeah.
So did you drink?
No, I tasted it. Like I was like, I wanted to see what kind of flavor it was. It was.
You've never tried limoncello?
Yeah, but I don't like it. I'm always curious. So I tried it. I was like, not for me. Anyway, I got alcohol test on the way back. And I was nervous. I was like, no, are they going to get me?
A sip is not going to do anything.
Yeah, you never know, man. You never know.
A sip?
Wait a minute.
It's in the legal limit to have a glass.
Okay, wait a minute. I tasted a little bit. Obviously, I was nothing. He let me go because I didn't drink alcohol. But I was nervous because a few years ago, I went to a club, actually Wasted. It's a place in Nicosia. And I didn't drink anything the whole night because we were going to go. That was like the pre-party place. And then we were going to go to a club. I had a shot of like a fireball shot just before I left. And I got, he did the alcometer on me.
Because it's a shot.
Yeah, it's a shot.
It's 40% alcohol.
I was completely okay.
Or 20, I don't know.
I was like, I was not drunk, not tipsy, nothing at all. Nothing, zero. I mean, zero. I'm telling you, 0.
But even
But
when you
on the
think it's zero, your reflexes are not the same.
I agree. I had to sit in the van and I got the prostimo, it's called the fine of 200 euros and the points
Good.
in my, it's good. It's good. But in my
Hope
head,
you learned your lesson.
I learned, obviously. But I was like, damn, that one shot. But I agree with it, you know?
Yeah, me too.
But I don't agree when they let other people slide away, you know?
Yeah, me neither.
So
especially for something like drunk driving, you do not let that slide.
No.
It's so dangerous because at the end of the day, you want to be responsible. Go jump off a cliff. I don't give a shit. Honestly, could not care less. The problem is that
When
there's
you're
other
involved.
drivers and there's families and there's other people. And yeah, you want to be reckless. You want to take your own life. Your problem. You're putting other people at risk, other drivers at risk.
Yeah.
Because there has been so many situations where a drunk driver kills a whole family and it's not okay.
No, man.
And it really it enrages me. Anything to do with like irresponsible driving in that sense really annoys me.
But speaking of those, what's it called, the cameras? Like I highly agree that they should be there, regardless if it's for speeding, or if it's for you turned on the
For stepping
red
over
when
a
it was-
line, come on.
Don't step over the line.
And for going 55 on Macedonias, come on.
Don't
and,
go
and this
55.
point system is just, I don't know.
I agree.
I don't like it.
Are they trying to figure out the way of how to control
It's a
traffic?
private company, by the way. It's not even by the government. It's all about money.
Okay.
And honestly, I don't see it making people drive more responsibly. I see people driving equally recklessly. And I think our focuses should be elsewhere.
But there must be numbers out there that showing that it has helped. I don't believe that it has not helped at all in traffic in general.
My point is that, I don't know, I've just noticed it caused crazy traffic jams. People who are very responsible drivers who I know have never even had an accident in their lives are now at 10 points, and at 12 or 13 you lose your license.
Yeah, but don't get me started on that. The fact that Cyprus has you can get up to 12 points? That's ridiculous.
It's really easy to get 12 points, by the way.
Yeah, in other countries 3 points?
No.
Max?
No.
Yes, I think it is. I think in Sweden. I cannot claim it. I need to look it up. I think
also here, when you get a fine, if it's a fine of passing a red traffic light, it's not 1 point, it's 3 points.
Yeah,
you don't get 1 point at a time. You get 3.
It still doesn't make sense.
You get 2 or 3 for everything.
I cannot change the system in that sense.
Anyway, the point of the story, regardless of all this,
the Greek Maria has road rage and gets triggered on the road.
I get triggered on the road, and Cyprus has very irresponsible driving.
Yeah,
end of
we
story.
could talk hours for this.
Yeah. So
Wait, I want. Don't you want to know
what's Swedish, Olivia?
What
of
my
course.
personalities are? My Swedish Olivia, I think, is a very uplifting. Is a very sweet. Has a very high tone. Because when I speak Swedish,
you're going into proper details.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you have a whole personality to describe.
I do, because I was 17 when I left, and my vocabulary, as I mentioned before, has not increased. So I am automatically more youngster.
Okay.
I feel I cannot express myself the same way anymore, even though it's my native language. Anyway, my English Olivia, I feel, is more mature. It's more, I can hold way more conversations. I can be more understanding.
No, I'm equal in all languages in that.
Good for you. Good for you. I have 3.
It's not a flex. It's just
I have 3 different personalities and I stand for it.
No, I don't think I have different personalities.
Yeah. I have identity crisis. Anyway, that's the next.
I think it just comes across differently.
Yes, but I also feel I go into a different
Mood.
mode. Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
mood. And the Greek one, is not so serious, I feel like. It's also because I cannot really formulate myself in the same way I can in English, but with Greek. And it's more light touched. It's not the same as in Swedish, but it's also, how else can I explain it? It's just I have 3 different personalities.
Okay, fair enough.
That's a conclusion. Speaking of identity crisis, have you felt identity crisis from being a Serbian living in Cyprus, but you're still not living in Serbia, but you have your parents Serbian, but you're in Cyprus and you speak English, and you've been living and having friends with multiple internationalities?
An identity crisis, not because of that, not in that sense, because I know who I am. But sometimes you do have this feeling of not knowing where home is, because in Cyprus, Serbian people are very welcome. We're very brotherly nations. So our nature is very similar. So people accept you quite well. But for example, like I will have instances where people ask me, where are you from? And I'm going to be like, Limassol. And they're going to be like, no, but like, where are you actually from? And I'm speaking to them in Greek, by the way. And I'm like, Mesagitonia.
Damn.
And they're like, no, but where do you originate from? I'm like, Cyprus, you want to see my passport? And I'm very proud to be Serbian, but I just don't like this of like, I need to pinpoint where you originate from attitude. Especially when you're trying to get something done and they have a different attitude towards Cypriot sometimes a little bit. So I have had very few instances of this. And there I'm kind of like, okay, so I am a foreigner here.
Yeah. Okay.
Or on TikTok, when I speak quite good Greek, my level of Greek is quite respectable.
No, it is good. I mean, your Greek is way better than mine.
It's fluent. It's obviously not perfect. I don't use the language that much, but it's pretty good. And people, when they want to be mean, will make comments about like my accent or my pronunciation or this or that. And I respond to hate comments. I'm like, you don't get to make fun of me for that. Shame on you, because I'm here and I'm respecting your country and your culture, and I learn the language and I communicate with you in your language. And I'm not waiting for, a tap on my shoulder. No, I'm here. I should know your language. But don't be mean.
Yeah.
Because when you're mean to a foreigner that's learning your language, in my case, I don't care. But in many cases, it's disheartening to go through the effort to learn the language, because languages take time and practice. And no one's going to learn in a year or 2 or 5 to speak perfectly. They don't use that language at home. It's difficult. And Greek is a very difficult language. And Cypriot is a very different dialect. So it's not fair.
No.
To make fun of people, because I know I have foreign friends that tried to learn the language, got poked fun at, like they got made fun of and never learned it properly because it blocks them out. So that's why sometimes I'll stand up to people online, not because I care about the comments, but because I want to set an example and speak my mind. And I will use a comment to make a point. And then I go to Serbia and sometimes they're like, the girl that lives abroad.
Yeah.
So it's also like, I'm very proud Serbian. I am like, we're the best country in the world. We're the best people in the world. Very proud. Okay, too proud. Yeah. We have that.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of our athletes, watch them religiously. And I'm so proud of my country and our everything, our food and our culture. And I love my country. But I'm a bit of a foreigner because I'm the girl that grew up abroad.
Yeah.
So
do
in
they
that
treat
sense,
you differently there when you go?
A little bit.
How so?
Depends who you have across you. Sometimes you're literally the girl that lives abroad.
Okay.
So I don't know. I did have this period where I was like, so what is my home? I'm a foreigner everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm Serbian, but I have a lot of Cypriot culture in me. For example, I don't know, I share a lot of Cypriot humor. So sometimes Serbian humor is not something I align with 100% or like communicate. I don't know. It's hard because with every language and every culture and every environment you're in, it shapes you.
Yeah.
So I'm shaped in a very Cypriot, chill, easygoing manner because I grew up here. So it resonates a lot with me. So I'm a very big mix.
Yeah.
And I had this conversation with a Serbian friend of mine that studied in the States and lives in the States and works in the States right now. And he was like, how do you deal with it? Honestly, like I even grew up there and I went to high school there, but like I feel like a foreigner when I go. But I'm also a foreigner here. And like I don't know where I belong.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people that grew up abroad have a sense of that. Did you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I was the half Cypriot, half Swedish one, which I think is a very interesting mix. And also being born in Cyprus, but raised in Sweden, coming back to Cyprus as an adult or teenager, let's say, I had huge culture shocks because they are so different, the countries. Like I still haven't found anything that can find as similarities as Sweden and Cyprus has. Good and bad.
And Cyprus and Serbia are more similar. Sweden, like a Scandinavian country and a Mediterranean country.
Yeah, there's nothing you can find.
Complete opposite.
Or I still haven't found something that is the same. So for instance, like what Cyprus has really good in weather, obviously Sweden has,
not so much.
Not so much, at least in my opinion. And in terms of like organized as a country, Sweden is really well, and Cyprus is Cyprus. And but in terms of like identity crisis, like I always felt the same thing, like where is my home? Where do I belong?
Yeah. And now you live in Spain.
And now I live in Spain, which is a bubble in Mallorca where a lot of people also like me have traveled to and lived there, which is nice to see because you meet people who are in the same situation. But I think also it's a luxury to have two countries to choose from.
But does Spain feel like home now?
Yes, it's starting to feel like home, definitely. Okay. I mean, I can see us living there for a long time.
Okay.
Definitely. Of course, nothing is forever in my head, or maybe it will be forever. I don't know. We will see what the future will hold. But
you're like a free bird.
Yes, exactly. That's also maybe why I've been trying to find a place to live. Also, because Ramon is also the same.
We mentioned it in the last episode, but we never went through the list.
Whoa.
So you, after Tulum, you moved to Portugal.
We lived in Portugal.
Then you went back to Amsterdam.
Yes, we were like, what the heck are we gonna do now? What did we even do then? I think I came.
You went to Budapest.
No, I think we came to Cyprus. We came to Cyprus, recharge, regenerate, rethink, meet the family. It's been already like almost a year. And then we went back to Amsterdam, I think. And then we went to Budapest for a month. We tried Budapest to see, is this going to be the place?
I really liked Budapest, but I don't know if I would live there. Yeah. I liked it as a city.
Yeah, it's nice for a vacation. I mean, for a few days, yes. But to live there, it was not really our thing because we really like integrated. We went for grocery shopping. We got to know the people like working in cafes. We had our stable places to go to. But it was not something that we would want to stay for a longer time.
Okay, fair enough.
And then we went back to Amsterdam again.
You considered Vienna.
No, that was...
You went for a day trip and you considered it.
Yeah, oh my God. Vienna surprised us. We went to Vienna with a train from Budapest. It was like a 2-hour trip or something. I don't remember.
I love how I remember these little details.
Yeah, true. I was like, whoa, that's true. Good thing. And we were so shocked when we stepped out of the train station in Vienna. And we're like, whoa, this is the city. We understand now why it's so, what people are always talking so nicely about it. It looks so royal. It looks so luxurious.
Yeah, it's so, proper old Europe.
Yeah, it's like so clean city. We were so shocked. And also we went there when it was like good weather. Like it was greenery everywhere. So of course, like...
I mean, Europe for me is any European city is the nicest in the spring.
Oh, spring
when
and
it's
summer.
Like green.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Especially like northern Europe. Like during spring and summer, beautiful.
But Vienna was not it.
No, it's very expensive. It was not within our budgets into living there long term. Also the housing, I mean, they have good, really, really good economy. And then we were like, okay, back to our base in Amsterdam at Ramon's mom's place. Again, what are we gonna do? Time is ticking. We need to stay somewhere. And we're like, okay, fuck it.
Italy.
We said, no. We said, fuck it. Let's go to Tulum back to Tulum.
Oh yeah, you had gone back to Tulum.
So we went back to Tulum we stayed there. And we also...
And you stayed there for a while the second time.
We rented for 6 months.
Whoa.
For 6 months. And we went there with the intention to actually like maybe live there for a longer time. That's also...
Okay.
Yeah, but once we got there, we're like, okay, is it summer? It's like a destination to escape. It's not...
Okay, it's more of a holiday.
Yes. And we stayed there for 6 months. People coming over. Unfortunately, you couldn't come. That would be really nice. Really cool if you came. But people coming over from both our parts, like family and friends. And I think like this journey of these 3 years that we've been together, me and Ramon, is like, I cannot say it in a whole episode. I think I have to put it out in parts and like do it in a different time.
We're close to the end.
Are we though? Because I feel like we have like another 1.5 years left.
Yeah, but the destinations were less.
Where they were. Yeah, they were less.
Come on, we can't leave the people hanging.
No, okay.
I'm intrigued now. I want to finish the story.
But Tulum, for example, people think that Tulum, it is like this, paradise, like hipster, tourist.
I mean, it's very, any destination is so different when you go for holidays.
Yes, like it is that, but there's also another side of Tulum that people don't share on social media.
Mexico is dangerous.
Yes, and Tulum is even like one of the safest places in Mexico. And not just about the safety part, it's like the contrast of like richdom and poordom is huge. Like, well,
is richdom a word?
I don't know, but now it is. In my vocabulary, it is. What is it called then?
I don't know.
Richness and poverty, I think.
Boredom.
Boredom, I don't think it's a word.
Damn, okay.
It's
Poverty.
definitely poverty, but richness.
Rikedom. Oh, I made it an exact translation from Swedish. Rikedom. Okay. Okay, but anyway, people understand what I want to say, okay?
Yeah.
And on social media, you see all these like really cool places with
luxury resorts
the design
and cool
is out
party
of the world.
places.
Yeah, the design is out of the world. Like the nicest designs I've seen so far in my life is still in Tulum.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's insane. The restaurants, the combination of greenery and jungle, because obviously Tulum is built in the jungle next to a beautiful beachside with turquoise waters if you're lucky, because also what they don't show on social media is that in many days there's also a lot of seaweed. So that turquoise beaches that you see, you have to be lucky also. But what I want to say with the poverty is like there are people living just around like these luxurious buildings and bubbles, and the people living in poverty have like houses made out of what's called cardboard,
like little cabins.
Yeah, like it's a really big contrast. And then you see roads that are like big holes. Now, of course, this was a few years ago, 2 years ago or so. Tulum is developing like crazy fast. So now most probably what I'm saying is maybe it's not like that anymore. I'm not even sure. Maybe the roads are like fully recovered. Maybe there's not like holes everywhere. It's most probably different. So yeah, Tulum in that sense. Oh, the food, by the way. Oh my God, just remember the food. Oh, Mexican food is my favorite dish, my favorite food ever. But
the tacos are your favorite dish.
Yeah, but that was already before I went to Mexico. And now when I've been there, my God. I want to eat.
And it was very vegan friendly.
Extremely vegan friendly. That's true. And I think just Tulum was a really nice experience from the first time we went and the second time, but they were so different because the first time we went, we stayed in a hotel.
The whole time?
For 3 months in a hotel. So we didn't, it sounds like a crazy luxurious thing. It was also like surreal to be staying in a hotel for 3 months. Like how the heck did we do that? But it's also very cheap. That hotel, by the way, was a new start hotel that had just opened up and the prices was like 35 euros a night.
Oh, wow.
And if you do that like 35 times 30 days, I don't know the math here.
It's not terrible.
Yeah,
it's like 1,000.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Come on, it's like a 4-star hotel. I'm like on the beach, like incredible. So we were lucky in that sense. And then we came back from Tulum the second time, and we were like, okay, we need to live somewhere.
So where did you fly back to? Sweden or Amsterdam?
We always fly back to Amsterdam, I realized.
Okay.
That has been our meeting point to restart. Okay. And again, we're like, where the heck are we going to live? We need to, like, we're starting to feel there already. Okay, we need to have a base.
Italy.
Yeah, we're like, Italy sounds good. Like,
pasta.
Yeah, we can eat all the nice food. They have so much diversity in what you can do in a country.
Italian, I love
all
Italian.
The beautiful cities, all the beautiful, like, all the language has like this nice melody to it.
So you went.
So we went.
But
we got so disappointed.
I think when you go as a tourist, it's a very different experience.
Yes, like we had our mindset on Florence.
Mm-hmm.
Florence for us was like, okay, I had been there
before. You tried
before.
a few cities.
Yeah, no. I already had Florence in my mind because I had been there as a tourist 10 years ago. And I loved Florence. I was like, I could live in Florence. I also heard people talking about Florence so nicely. So we went there with I got there with like 5 luggages. We were going to move to Italy. And the moment we stepped in Florence, it was already like a no for us.
Really?
Like right away. Like on the instant. We stepped out of the train, you were already in the city, and we're like, no. And I think the reason why it was no, or not think, I know, is that it was so much tourism. Like it is, I understand that because it's a place that's tourists all year round. It's not like a beach vacation city. So people go there whatever season. And it just didn't sit well with us. We were like, okay, perfect as a travel destination, but not to live. Very different. And also, very different. I can also imagine that if you are like a student or a single person and you want to live in Florence, I can imagine it being really nice. Really nice.
It just wasn't right for...
It wasn't right for us. And then we went to Turin because one of his closest friends, Torino, one of his closest friends actually was already going to go to Turin. To Torino. So we were like, okay, let's try it out. And we did it. Didn't work out.
How long did you stay in Torino?
3 months. Okay. 3 months. We stayed there. We stayed in Airbnbs. Like, oh my God, we stayed in one in we stayed in one Airbnb for a month. That was a loft. It was extremely small, like
Wow.
maybe like, I don't know, 25 square meters.
Okay.
Really small, and it did not have air condition. It did not have any fans. Keep in mind, this was
you struggled. This was summer.
This was like July, August, and we were also in Turin when it was a heat wave of Italy.
With no AC.
With no AC, in a like loft where it has very small windows. And oh my God, Ramon, poor guy, he was struggling because sleep for him and obviously for a lot of people is very important. So if you have a disruptive sleep, his day is like already
Are you
destroyed.
guys heavy sleepers?
What does that mean?
Do you sleep heavy? Like, do you wake up easily?
Me not, but Ramon, yes.
By sounds and stuff?
Yes. If he hears cars, he cannot sleep.
I've been told I sleep like a log. I do. I sleep like a log.
Yeah, but we both, you and I, we sleep like...
Man, when I have a hard time falling asleep.
Yeah.
But once I fall asleep, it's game over.
Yeah.
I can sleep for 12 hours like...
That's a nice quality to have.
I sleep like a dead person.
I relate with that. Yeah. My goodness. I fear the day. No, okay, I was going to jump into a different topic.
Let's not.
But let's not.
I'm a very, very heavy sleeper. And for example, like... If someone next to me is like an uneasy sleeper or a snorer or whatever, it doesn't bother me as long as I fall asleep first.
Yes.
Nothing wakes me up except sunlight.
Oh, okay.
Sunlight in my face, that will kind of wake me up. But sounds, people can be hoovering the house and I'm like...
Do you find it like relaxing?
No.
When you hear sounds?
If I hear those sounds while I'm falling asleep, not relaxing at all, I cannot fall asleep. I will drive myself insane. But once I'm actually asleep, you can do whatever you want next to me. I'm fine. And even if I briefly wake up like this, I'll just be like, go back to sleep.
Damn.
I'm really good with that.
I understand because I keep knocking the microphone.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately.
I need to talk my hands a bit lower.
We need to practice.
I even forgot what I was going to say now.
So,
Ramon, I relate with the sleeping anyway. But yeah, Ramon, so that experience in the Airbnb with a really small loft, oh my God. She left also a very bad review on us on Airbnb.
Why?
Because we were so done with the place when we were going to move out, like done. She did not bring us any like a fan so we could like sleep nicely. She was like in general not the nicest host.
Okay.
So we did not really clean out the refrigerator of some food that we had. Which I don't feel like
it's
a bad
like
thing.
The worst thing in the world.
we pay a cleaning fee on Airbnb. Come on.
Yeah.
So we checked out, and thing is, what I think also we also didn't take out the garbage. Okay. Because we left also in a hurry. We were gonna move.
You checked out. You paid for a cleaning fee. Whatever.
Exactly. Anyway, she sent like a long message on Airbnb, like complaining about us. The thing is, I don't think she went in to clean the house like directly when we left. She must have because the message came like a few weeks after. So obviously she took photos of things. It was like moldy. I mean, if things become moldy, it means that you have not seen the apartment directly after.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah.
So after this chapter in Torino, the next thing was Spain.
Yeah. Then we tried out Valencia.
And after Valencia, you are now in your final destination.
Mallorca. Oh, we're so happy that we found a destination.
So it was quite a... Woo.
Yeah, it's a
roller
long
coaster.
Process. Like people think like, oh wow, you're moving around. It is cool. But also if you have it in your mind that you want to find a place to live and start a life, because in these 3 years, keep in mind, we have not socialized.
I think since Italy, you started getting a little bit frustrated.
Yes.
That's the vibe I was getting.
Oh, yes. I was very disappointed with Italy, with the whole experience. I thought that was going to be the
And not
country.
just that, because when you're like traveling around with one suitcase, that's fine. But when you're like carrying half of your life and you don't even have all your things with you and you don't have a place to call home where you have your comfort and your space and your things, it gets tiring.
I was traveling with, I counted the kilos of the bags.
How much?
120 kilos.
Whoa.
What the heck? Like, okay, 5 suitcases. I mean, 20 kilos each is already 100.
And 20 kilos?
Yeah.
100.
Yeah, but also had like the cabin bag.
Yeah.
And, like, it's insane. And then little Ramon, lol. Ramon, he had like his life was in one suitcase, not even like a full. I had half of it.
See, for me, it's the other way around. With the men I date, they tend to have like 3 suitcases and I have like 1 carry-on.
No way.
I'm so low maintenance.
Wow.
No, I need 1 big one and 1 small one.
But what you're talking about vacation is different. Vacation, I have my little small.
No, but even a longer vacation, I'm like so easy. And I pack practically. I pack like multi-purpose outfits and stuff. And like my makeup is just like a small makeup bag. Okay, now I have to carry my Dyson.
Yeah.
Dyson, best purchase ever.
My goodness.
Not sponsored, but Dyson, like
sponsor us. Dyson,
I would not mind.
We want the steam, the one that comes the
straightener. Yeah. Oh. I think Dyson transformed my hair and it hasn't even been that long. I've had mine for like 3 weeks.
Yes.
No, a month.
Longer, yeah.
A month. Honestly, like my hair's growing so much faster now because there's so much less heat damage.
And not only that, like in terms
of... So now I carry everywhere.
Of hairstyling. And it's heavy. It is heavy. And in terms of hairstyling, like when you dry the hair, it gets done so fast. In 5 minutes, my hair is dry.
And you look like you came out of the hair salon.
I know.
Especially when you get the hand of it. In the beginning, it's a little bit confusing.
What do you think of my hair now?
Slit.
I mean, I did this 2 days ago.
Mine's a little bit messy. I did it, also.
2 days ago. It looks almost as if I went to a hairdresser. I mean, in my
eyes.
If I compare it to how I was like 2 years ago when I don't know how to do hair. I mean, I suck. So yeah, it's a good purchase for it.
Yeah.
People ask, is it worth it?
So as long as I have my little bag of makeup, I love my makeup, but I don't carry a lot. My little bag of like essentials, my bag of skincare, my Dyson, and a few outfits and a few shoes and stuff, I'm comfortable. I can make it for a while.
Yeah, but that's good. But I'm also talking from my perspective of, because I also work.
Moving is different.
But also if I travel, or I haven't really been on vacation yet. So I don't know, to be honest. But
honey, your life is a vacation.
If only. But yes, it is. We live in vacation destinations, let's say.
Yeah, you do.
It's not vacation though, but yeah, we're also working. But traveling with all these suitcases, it is a hustle. So we were done. We just wanted to have our own space to start a life. I mean,
so now how long have you been in Mallorca?
Since December.
Okay.
So yeah, Mallorca is our home for the future. And
for now, for now.
Okay. Cut my wings.
For the recent future.
I hope it's for the future.
Honestly,
I don't want to move again, girl.
Honestly, like I would take it more at face value if I didn't know you. But you're and Ramon is the same.
Yeah,
you guys are just can't stick to one place.
No, we can. We just hadn't find the right place. It's different.
Does it feel right for now?
100%. It never felt right in any other place. So that's why I'm saying it is a place.
Are you gonna learn Spanish?
I am learning Spanish.
Ooh,
of course I am. Duolingo is my lifesaver.
So Duolingo is your best friend?
Yeah, Duolingo is my best friend at this moment.
There you go.
Duolingo sends me messages, reminds me that it's time to practice.
Duolingo should sponsor you.
Yeah, 100%. But what about you, Maria? Do you see yourself living in Cyprus forever?
I mean, moving here wasn't really my choice. It was my parents' choice when I was a baby. And I never left.
Yeah.
It has crossed my mind. But to be honest, whenever I go on a holiday to a big city, I kind of realize that big city life isn't really for me in the long run. I wouldn't mind moving for a while if life required me to. But my life is so settled in Cyprus. And there's things I don't like. Cyprus can improve in so many ways when it comes to organization. But I have my Pilates, I have my community, I have my people, I have my routine, I have my job, because I work an office job.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different. So I don't know. I'm so settled here. And for me, I've always said that, I mean, if God allows, if it happens, if I have a family, for me, it's the perfect place to raise a family. Wow. And I'm so glad my parents chose Cyprus to raise me, because it's one of the safest places in Europe.
Yeah.
And life is smooth sailing here, and it's so comfortable, and you don't have to worry as much, and you don't have to struggle as much in many ways. So for me, it is definitely like somewhere I would raise a family. Now, I don't know what life will bring. I'm always open to everything. So far, the circumstances have been such that I have stayed.
Yeah.
I am not fully rooted here yet. I'm very open, but I do see myself here.
Okay. That's
so time will tell.
Yeah. You're open for ideas. And
someone did ask us, which is the last topic I want to touch on, how we maintain our long distance friendship.
Yeah.
Since you live in Spain and I live in Cyprus and you lived across the whole world.
Yes.
How
did we maintain most probably is a question to refer it.
Okay, I think it's two things.
Yeah.
We occasionally FaceTime and have long catch-ups. We occasionally text.
Yeah.
But we're not needy friends.
No.
We have our individual busy lives. So we don't have these types of friendships that you need to speak every day and you need to update. No, we just...
No. And also, for example...
are easygoing.
We both very... we can take many days to respond to each other.
Yeah,
and
so we don't get mad.
We don't get mad at all. There's no like... if there are miscommunications, we sort it out right away also. Because we are on distance. So, I mean, in general, our personalities are like that.
Our personalities are easygoing.
And we're not needy people in general. So I think not being needy is...
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not always easy. Sometimes, like... things happen in life. You want to share it with your friends. They're not here. They can't be here for certain moments. But
I think it would be harder if I was your only friend, but you have more close friends. And I also have more. So it helps. But if you and I were the only best friends ever.
But I don't think anyone relies on one person in their life.
But there are people who have only one close friend and then suddenly that moves to the other side of the
world.
My
circle's not big, but it's like 3 people.
Yeah.
The actual very close ones. And then I also have other friends that are not necessarily people that I share everything with, but I see regularly. And also your best friend is Ramon.
Oh, yes.
You share everything with your boyfriend. You live with him. It's very different. So you very much have that comfort in him. So you don't seek that much comfort from your friends.
Yes.
I think that's also a different dynamic.
And also I have also my family members I speak to also very often. So I think just about being healthy, understanding, healthy towards each other.
I think as you get older though, you accept that friendships change and evolve, and the older you get, the less time you have to spend actively with your friends.
Yeah, everyone has their own lives. I mean, we have to really understand that, okay, Maria has not responded. Maybe she has things going on, which most probably you have. Yeah. And we have to be very empathic towards it.
And I think we're both understanding, so it works.
That's a good question.
And right now, we have Ice Latte Girls for our weekly catch-ups.
Yes, we do.
So it really helps our friendship.
Yes, that is true.
So I'll see you next week for our weekly coffee.
Yes, with Ice Latte Girls. Ciao, ciao. Kisses.
Bye.
Bye.